Welcome back, my fellow assassins, to another WWE 2K17 Universe mode. We are here, Monday Night Raw, 3 weeks away from SummerSlam. We're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and what a show we have for you tonight. But we're getting things started with the Intercontinental Champion, John Cena. Of course, if you didn't see Raw last week, go back and watch it, because it was quite a controversial finish to Raw last week, as two things happened. First of all, John Cena got attacked by Brock Lesnar. And secondly, how that happened was because Shawn Michaels was jumped by a mystery attacker from behind even before the match started. So we're hearing from John Cena here tonight, and then later tonight we're going to hear from Shawn Michaels addressing the mystery attacker, addressing what's next for him. But like I said, John Cena is starting off Monday Night Raw. He has a few things to say about Brock Lesnar, about him being #1 contender, and about him attacking him last week. But guys, again, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Again, I'll say it time and time again. I am sorry these episodes have been taking so long to get out. I don't want to do excuse after excuse, but thank you for your patience, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Monday Night Raw. We have some important matches happening here tonight, but let's not get any more distracted than we already are. John Cena has something to say right here and right now. So John Cena laying down the law here tonight. He wants Brock Lesnar in that ring face-to-face next week. And he doesn't mind Brock Lesnar facing him for that championship. He has to do it head on. But guys, tonight our main event, the Ascension will battle the Dudley Boyz. And if the Ascension win, they get a tag title shot at SummerSlam. So that's exciting news. One of the big matches here tonight. It is in our main event. Well, let's get started with the first matchup of the night here, right now. It's Jibbles! It's the Rainmaker Michael! The Rainmaker is here! And no, not Kazuchika Okada. It is JBL, the wrestling god himself, coming down to the ring for one-on-one action. And like I said before, this tonight is full of important matches. This one-on-one match is going to determine who faces Triple H next week in our main event. And the winner of that match, as I've been told by Shane McMahon, the Raw general manager, will go on to represent Raw at SummerSlam. So JBL could be going on to SummerSlam. It could be Triple H, or it could be the man that JBL will face here tonight. Because as you just saw, the main event for tonight is a tag team match. The Ascension will go on to face the Dudley Boyz, which was originally going to be for the tag team titles. But Shane McMahon pulling a little audit there and saying, you know, I think the Ascension need to prove they are the #1 contenders. So the Ascension have an opportunity to face the Dudley Boyz tonight. And if they win, they go on to face the Dudley Boyz one more time at SummerSlam. So who's going to face JBL here tonight? Oh boy! It's The Rock! The Brahma Bull! The People's Champ! And you couldn't ask for a better matchup to start off Raw. The Rock versus Jibbles. And like I was saying, the winner of this match will go on to face Triple H next week in the main event of Raw to see who represents Raw, excuse me, at SummerSlam. So it could be Triple H versus JBL, or it could be Triple H versus The Rock. Could you imagine that? Triple H and The Rock headlining a Raw main event in 2017 or 2014 in kayfabe. And man, that's going to be intense. Of course, you got to look at the future matchup as well. Finn Balor, of course, the one who's going to represent SmackDown at SummerSlam. So you got to think Finn Balor could face one of three men right now. Could either face Triple H, JBL, or The Rock. So exciting matchup. It hasn't even been finalized yet. But here we go. The Rock inside the ring, of course. The People's Champ, always always taunting with the crowd. So here we go. The first matchup of tonight is a big one. So let's get it started. JBL and The Rock. Here we go. Bell has rung. And The Rock starting off strong with the Dragon Screw leg whip, of course. You got to think Triple H in the back watching this matchup. I mean, he has so much history with The Rock. I don't think he even needs to watch this match to analyze The Rock. He probably knows some of The Rock's moves in and out. And so does The Rock. So I think Triple H mainly watching this match for the wrestling god that is JBL. I'm pretty sure they've had matches before, if I'm not mistaken. They may have not had a one-on-one matchup, but... Oh, what a backbreaker there. Actually, kind of like a stomach breaker by JBL. And you gotta think, you can't count JBL out here. You think, oh, well, The Rock's in this match, so obviously The Rock is going to win. But JBL is a wrestling god. He's a former, not in our universe mode, but a former WWE champion, former US champion, former Intercontinental champion, former everything champion. And The Rock, pretty much the same accolades, but much more celebrated as a champion. And, oh, dropping elbow now. But JBL, I mean, JBL winning tonight isn't the most crazy thing to happen in our universe mode, don't get me wrong. But it would still be an upset, I think, if he could defeat The Rock here tonight. The Rock has been on an absolute tear as of late. Oh, God, what a belly suplex. Nice counter there by the Brahma Bull. Like I was saying, The Rock, I mean, having some great matches in the last few weeks. He had some important wins, so that's why he's having this match here tonight. He can you know, finagle his way into a SummerSlam, big-time SummerSlam matchup. You can defeat both JBL and Triple H. But Triple H has to wait. He has to get through JBL right now. But he's doing just that. Quick strikes here by The Rock. The Rock now in the middle of the ring. Another belly suplex right in the middle of the ring. So in the early stages of this matchup, JBL is in the wrong footing here. He needs to get back into the driver's seat. And oh, that's how you do it. Strong punch right to the midsection. A few shots to follow that, but The Rock never out of it. He picks him up, big backbreaker, and sends JBL down. And oh, shot right to the arm there of JBL. The Rock trying to plan out his next move. And now the people, The Rock's people, obviously telling JBL that he's still got it. But The Rock getting out of that. Back and forth here. JBL looking for his own backbreaker. Down goes The Rock. Could you imagine if The Rock stayed around? Oh, in his when he didn't leave in like 2003, 2004, and he had a big time rivalry with JBL. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the banter back and forth? That'd be absolutely amazing. But nevertheless, we can't control what the wrestling gods do. Sometimes we can't win with these things. And look at this. JBL, big time TDT. Spikes The Rock right in the middle of the ring. The Rock selling like a motherfucker. Love it. But JBL. Now the nerve of JBL. Jibbles with the nerve hold. The Rock, I think his left boot may have hit the bottom rope, but never mind. Doesn't matter. The Rock gets out of it. Sweeps the leg of the wrestling god, but JBL's never out of it. Going for a big time suplex. No. The Rock gets out of it. And now, look for an arm wringer now, but oh, shot right to the midsection. Oh, here we go. Oh, we've seen this before from JBL. The follow-away slam. And JBL now just taunting The Rock. The Rock now trying to grasp at the ropes, trying to help himself back to his feet. But now JBL, not finished. Oh, I'm not finished with you! JBL not finished with The Rock. But JBL gets swept off his feet by The Rock. And now The Rock is going to go into overdrive here. Going to try to get back in this match. Stiff knee right to the side of the face of JBL. Hits the elbow drop right to the small of the back. Oh, look at this. The Rock poised and ready. Waiting for JBL to get up. Got him for the Rock bottom. Rock bottom just like that. Right in the middle of the ring. And 1, 2, and no! JBL gets the shoulder up. The Rock cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I thought that was it. But The Rock, oh, trying to pick him up. But JBL, of course, the wrestling god, does whatever and whenever, whatever. And you know what I'm trying to say. He tries to do anything it takes to win a match. Just like this. The knee right to the back of the neck, shoving The Rock into that middle rope, choking him in the process. But The Rock, oh, look at this. Fall away. Float over. Neck breaker was reversed. I can't speak today. I apologize. My commentary is just trash in general, but never mind. JBL folding up like a pancake, and oh, rolling like he's a piece of dough, and then a shot right to the midsection. And now JBL, oh, trying to pick him up, but The Rock says no to that. Gonna bring JBL to the turnbuckle. And JBL is in the hot bench right now. The Rock has something big planned here, but JBL reverses. And, oh, drops the elbow. Crowns him right in the top of the head. And JBL looking for a turnbuckle move of his own, but The Rock reverses. And not going to hit, trying to go for another neckbreaker, but no, JBL again reverses. And look at this, another follow-away slam from the wrestling god. The Rainmaker Jibbles. The Rock, of course, like I said, he wasn't going to run away with this victory. Like this, JBL with a rolling neck breaker. Both guys are down, though. Both guys are spent. JBL trying to crawl to the pin, but The Rock now stirring himself. These guys putting it all on the line for a spot at SummerSlam. Oh! Of course, it's not even... Of course, it is for a spot at SummerSlam, but there's so much more. Like we heard last week, Shane McMahon said the man that could potentially win at SummerSlam, either Raw or SmackDown, gets rewarded. Oh wait, let's forget about that for a second. Sharpshooter from The Rock right in the middle of the ring. JBL has nowhere to go. JBL trying to scramble for the ropes. The Rock has it in tight. The ref right in front of JBL trying to see if he taps out, but JBL somehow gets out of it. And oh my God! Clothesline from hell. The Rock is absolutely out of it. You can count to 10. Ref now 1, 2, and no! What? With The Rock! The Rock kicks out at 2. But JBL, you have to get back on him. What are you doing? Now JBL, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to wait for The Rock to get up, put the finishing touches on this match. Another one, no! The Rock gets out of the way. Look at this, JBL not letting that deter him. Picks him up for a pump handle slam. And now drops the elbow. Just playing with The Rock now. And now The Rock gets back to his feet, rings the arm and hits it across his shoulder. No, look at that backbreaker. It's actually a neck breaker, excuse me. The Rock. And just like that, just like it looks like The Rock is getting back to this match, JBL, the wrestling god himself, just, gets back in the driver's seat. Gets those gears grinding. Oh! No, he actually missed that. The Rock moved out of the way at the last second. Is he finally going to hit a neck breaker? Yes, he is! The Rock with a neck breaker. And, oh! Shot right to the head. And this, JBL, snapmare, and tries to rake in the eyes here. And no, oh! And look at, oh, out of nowhere! Rock bottom! The second rock bottom of the matchup. And The Rock, that has to be it for JBL. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And The Rock moves on. The Rock putting it all on the line here tonight. He is your victor, and he goes on to face the Game, Triple H, next week in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Who will win that matchup and go on to face Finn Balor at SummerSlam? What a hype match that's going to be. Big fight feel next week. But there is your victor, JBL. So close. If he just hit that clothesline from Mel, he would have won. But nevertheless, that is your victor, The Rock. And guys, we are 1 week away. This Sunday is NXT TakeOver. Joe Owens NXT Championship, the triple threat for the Women's Championship. Do not miss this show. And guys, we are back here on Monday Night Raw. The Usos coming down to the ring, but actually it's not for tag team action. It's actually going to be Jey Uso going to have one one-on-one match with our United States Champion, The Miz. So like I said, or like you saw, excuse me, this Sunday is going to be the NXT TakeOver show. So it's going to be absolutely insane. Oh wait, quiet on the set, excuse me. Alright, like I was saying, NXT TakeOver is going to be headlined by, look at this match. Kevin Owens defending his NXT Championship against Samoa Joe. Can you absolutely believe that matchup? Then we got many more. Well, not many more. We got a few more matches, including a triple threat match for the Women's Championship as Nikki Bella puts her title on line against both Naomi and Sasha Banks. Then the tag team matchup for the tag team titles, Enzo and Big Cass defending their titles against American Alpha. And then, of course, if you didn't see last week, a big-time name has come to NXT and WWE. Baron Corbin has been going out of the new Superstar Initiative, and William Regal did his biggest signing yet. And Shinsuke Nakamura made his debut in NXT, and he will face Baron Corbin at NXT TakeOver. But nevertheless, we'll get to that next episode as NXT comes to you. But let's get started with this match. Jey Uso versus The Miz. Of course, The Miz, shocked the world along with Ric Flair at WWE Battleground, where he aligned themselves into a little partnership. Of course, we heard from The Miz last week and Ric Flair saying, Ric Flair saw that The Miz was the future. And like he retired Ric Flair. He captured the United States Championship and in turn you know, retired the Nature Boy. So even though Ric Flair had to name, or was given the opportunity to name the #1 contender, his decision was clear that he was in the corner of The Miz. And he feels that The Miz is the future of the WWE. Big DDT by Jey Uso. But Curtis Axel, you know, took offense to that. He mean, his father, Mr. Perfect, was good friends with Ric Flair. Ric Flair saying that he hated Mr. Perfect, that he loathed the relationship that they had. And, you know, Curtis Axel, you know, doesn't deserve the United States Championship. But Curtis Axel informed both of them that he does have a rematch. Look at that! Jey Uso went flying there. He does have a rematch for the United States Championship at SummerSlam. So that match will be happening. Oh, right into the ring post there. So The Miz will once again have to defend his United States Championship against Curtis Axel. And what was already a heated rivalry now becomes even more heated with the relationship with Curtis Axel and Ric Flair. So much personal vendettas, not even vendettas, so much personal heat that was between, you know, Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair now showcased when Curtis Axel goes after The Miz. But nevertheless, Jey Uso making work of The Miz here on the outside, right into the ring post. But The Miz seems like he's fine, thank God. Nevertheless, both guys inside the ring. Oh, chop block! And if you put more salt into the wound, at Battleground, I'm sure you've seen it already, but at Battleground, The Miz, after Ric Flair, you know, kind of turned on Curtis Axel, The Miz had the audacity to put Curtis Axel in the figure for a leg lock and made him submit to retain that United States Championship. So, you know, just to make a bad night worse for Curtis Axel. But if I was a betting man, Curtis Axel's night may come at SummerSlam, because he has no one holding him back and no one watching his corner, so he's nothing to lose. So I think, wait a minute, like I was saying, The Miz going for the figure for a leg lock. And this could be the end of the match. Jey Uso, right in the middle of the ring. Jimmy trying to give words of encouragement, so is Ric Flair. Jey Uso trying to get out. Oh, he's trying, and he does. He reverses the pressure. But Miz gets out of it quickly. Jey Uso has to be hurting, though. Now puts him into the corner. Look at this. What is this? Jey, big time clothesline. Like I was saying before, Curtis Axel has nothing to lose at SummerSlam. He has everything to gain. So he's going to bring out his absolute A+ game at SummerSlam and go all out. And of course, capturing the United States Championship will be, you know, kind of a hard justice for Curtis Axel, especially considering I think we all know that Ric Flair is going to be in the corner of The Miz. The Miz, of course, using dirty tactics in this match, learning from the best, hooking Jey Uso's neck onto the top rope. Look at this. Let's go over here. Drops the elbow, or drops the fist, excuse me, on the chest of Jey. Now The Miz, not just taunting Jey, but Jey, oh, nice European uppercut. And again, going for that DDT, and it connects. Now Jey, oh, he might be going for that Superfly Splash. Yes, he is! The Samoan Splash from the top hooks the leg. This could be a big upset here on Raw! Oh, that was close. That was like 2 7/8 right there. But Jey Uso, not done. He might be going for a second one. Oh, wait a minute. He wants The Miz to get back to his feet. Jey Uso, go for a big time elbow right to the chin. And now The Miz back to his feet, trying to grab Jey Uso, but Jey Uso saw it coming. And now hits him with an atomic drop right on the ass. Of course, if we know the career of Ric Flair and The Miz, to be honest, we know that they're going to have something. Wait a minute, cover, no. they're going to have something up their sleeve come SummerSlam. So, you know, the cunning minds of both The Miz and Ric Flair working together is something you don't want to shake your head at. Oh! There's now reverse DDT. Sends Jey crashing to the mat. And oh, again to the leg! The Miz ruthless into his attack right now. What is this now? Jey Uso looking for something. Oh! Shot to the midsection. And, oh, drops him with a power bomb. Not quite. It's an alley-oop power bomb, kind of, but alley-oop bomb. But nevertheless, The Miz, oh, goes back to the leg. Drop toe hold, kind of. And The Miz has Jey where he wants him, but no. Jey Uso. Now trying to get the crowd behind him. The crowd is behind Jey Uso. They want him to beat The Miz here tonight. Give us The Miz a little bit of his own medicine here. Because obviously, the people have a bad taste in their mouth whenever it comes to The Miz. And Jey Uso could rectify that here tonight with a big win for the Uso. Oh man, what a DDT. And Jey Uso, I think that's his third DDT on The Miz in this matchup. Oh, but The Miz not phased. And Jey Uso with a jawbreaker. Now look at this. Oh, scooping the slam. That's usually the prerequisite for the Superfly Splash, the Samoan Splash. But The Miz gets back to his feet. Shoulder barge takes Jey Uso down. And now looking for something, but Jey trying to get back to his feet. He does. Shot to the midsection. Now this Jey. Oh, gets reversed in another reverse DDT. Miz quick to the cover. The ref right there. 1, 2. And oh, that was close. The Miz now. I think he has to finish this match quickly now. Look at this. Oh, on cue. Hits the backbreaker and the neck breaker. And just like that, he wants Jey Uso to get up. No fooling around here tonight. He wants a clear-cut victory. Oh, he's going for the figure four again. Thought he might go for the skull-crushing finale, but he goes for the figure four right in front of his mentor. And that might be it for Jey Uso. And that's it. Jey Uso has no choice but to tap out. And there is your winner, the United States Champion. Another win in the book. Of course, Ric Flair is pleased with the outcome. And there he is, your United States Champion. Waits Curtis Axel at SummerSlam. And, you know, that's another loss for the Usos, boys. You know, they just can't get a win. I don't know what's going on, but they have to finish. They have to figure out something quick. But again, there is your winner. The Miz looking like top form. He's in top form right now. But this is the match we were talking about. The United States Champion, The Miz, will defend his championship once again against Curtis Axel in a rematch from Battleground. Of course, like I said, the Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, will be in the corner of the champ. So that match is going to happen. And, yeah, there's the Usos. Jey Uso. Sad about the loss. And there's just Jimmy. And what is this? Both guys in the ring. And what's going on? Some dissension in the Usos, maybe? Jimmy Uso now walking out on his brother. It seems he's tired of losing all the time. I can't blame him, really, but like I said before, later tonight, Shawn Michaels will address the mystery attacker, and I cannot wait for that. What does Shawn Michaels have to say? What's on his mind? We'll find out later tonight. And just like that, we're moving on to the next match. It's the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev. Rusev has been not having a good couple of weeks. At Battleground, he lost to Brock Lesnar, of course, and then last week lost to Triple H. So, I mean, Rusev losing 2 big important matches here on Raw in just 48 hours, and he cannot be in a good mood here tonight. He will try to, release some of that anger, kind of vent some of that anger on his opponent here tonight. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Rusev. My voice just cracked just thinking about it. But I'm a huge fan of Rusev. I want him to succeed on Raw, but things just haven't gone his way. He's been having tough opponents, just like Brock Lesnar, just like Triple H, and he's on the downward slope right now. So, but I do believe he can get back on the winning track. So let's see who his opponent is here tonight. And let's get started with this big time matchup here on Monday Night Raw. And there is his opponent here tonight. It is Neville, the man that gravity forgot. Of course, Neville, besides his match with Chris Jericho at Battleground, has been on an absolute roll as of late. And of course, these two guys are old rivals. They had a big-time rivalry a few months ago, leading into Money in the Bank and Payback. These guys know each other so well, so a little revisit to this rivalry right here, right now, here tonight. So let's get started. I'm excited to revisit this a little bit. These guys always have great matches. Of course, I believe the one at Money in the Bank was a show stealer. So nevertheless, let's get started. Neville. Neville, I mean, he was going into Battleground with a very visible knee injury, courtesy of Chris Jericho. Of course, Chris Jericho injuring that knee following a chair attack, chair assault, after Neville finished the match. Rusev, look at this, so just throws it back inside the ring. And that was a big factor in the match at Battleground. Chris Jericho, I mean, Neville put on a hell of a match. He also had a very good match with Chris Jericho at Battleground. I mean, Neville just can have a great match with anybody. He's just that good inside the ring, but that knee, oh, look at this. So, my God, Phoenix Splash from the second turnbuckle. That's exactly what I mean. Neville is such a hot commodity here on Monday Night Raw that he can just whip that out like it's nothing. And that's so talented. He's so talented. Nevertheless, Nevertheless, Chris Jericho took advantage of a already injured Neville, and he hit that mid-air code breaker and would defeat Neville for the 1-2-3 at Battleground. So, I mean, look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Big-time suplex! And this is exactly what I mean from these two guys. Two of the hottest rising stars on Monday Night Raw. And that's exactly what I mean. They just give it all they can in each and every single matchup. Of course, at Battleground, Rusev gave all that he could to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was on the verge of being defeated by the Bulgarian Brute, but Brock Lesnar just a little too much for Rusev. Rusev biting a little more than he could chew for Brock Lesnar when it comes to Brock Lesnar. So, I mean, Rusev, but how could you be mad with that kind of match? I mean, Rusev it could be easily a squash match between Rusev and Brock Lesnar, but Rusev, I mean, showed everybody in the WWE Universe what a DDT, what he's capable of, what he's made of, and what he can do in top-tier talent with Brock Lesnar, with people like Brock Lesnar, with people like Triple H, like last week. But nevertheless, Rusev could get a big win here tonight. Rusev now... Oh. But nevertheless, these two coming out ahead here tonight, and one person has to lose. That's always a turning point in these kind of guys' careers here on Monday Night Raw. I mean, oh, look at that! Standing spinning corkscrew moonsault. I guess spinning is corkscrew, but nevertheless, standing corkscrew moonsault. These guys who've been on the rise ever since Raw started. And, someone has to lose and someone has to stop their momentum. Of course, Rusev not getting, any momentum following Brock Lesnar and Triple H, but he could easily get that back. Rusev is such a talented superstar here in WWE, here on Monday Night Raw, that I don't think these two losses will deter him any bit. I think he can easily walk away with the win here tonight, and this is one way to do it! Off of the second rope, a Samoan drop. And that's exactly what Rusev has to do. He has to put those... Oh, super kick. He has to put those losses behind him and look toward the future. Because if he defeats Neville here tonight, he's right in the picture of, future, United States Championship number one contenders or even WWE title. So you never know. Rusev going for the chin lock. But, oh, what a shot. Right to the face of Neville. Neville, oh, what's going to happen here? Neville, oh, look at this DDT on the apron. Neville not screwing around here tonight, that's for sure. But he gets him back inside the ring, goes for a cover. 1, 2, and oh, that was close. But Rusev still here with us in this dimension following that DDT on the apron. Now Neville looking for... I mean, Rusev's far away. He's halfway across the ring. Look at that. What the... What? Dragon Rana and the air that Neville got off of that was absolutely insane. I think he should have gone for the pin right after that, but nevertheless... Rusev now back and forth here between these two guys. What a Dragon Rana. Now, oh, look at that. Back suplex there by Neville. Now goes for the pin. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. And Rusev gets the shoulder up. Neville now, what's he going to go for? Looks like he's going to go to the second rope. And he once again, Rusev back to his feet. What's he going to go for here? Oh, big time missile drop kick and a kip up. But Rusev also back to his feet, and now Northern Light suplex by the man that gravity forgot. If you don't believe that nickname, that name is not fitting, just look at that Dragon Rana. Like, are you kidding me? Look at that Phoenix Splash from the second turnbuckle. I mean, that's such a fitting nickname for a man like Neville. And look at this standing moonsault. Another good example. And, oh my god, Poison Rana. Or Reverse Rana, whatever you want to call it. But Rusev is in big trouble here. Neville is just unbelievable. Oh, another super kick, never mind. As soon as I say that, Rusev gets right back in this matchup with a big time super kick. But Neville, once again, not laying down. Cannot put away the man that gravity forgot so easily. And look at this. He's taunting the crowd because that's exactly what he needs. He feeds off the crowd, and that's what makes him able to do those kind of high-risk moves. But Rusev trying to spoil the party that is a Neville match, and trying to get back in the win column, but Neville. Both guys going back and forth. And look at this. What the hell is this? Oh, fall away Samoan drop. We've seen that before. Of course, he did that to Brock Lesnar on the ramp onto a chair, I believe. But nevertheless, that was the past. This is the present. Neville going for a pin. And that was almost it. And Neville, oh, hard elbow right to the top of the head. And Neville, oh, wait a minute. He might be going for the big time move. Red Arrow. Red Arrow, and that has to be it. 2, 3, that is it. Neville with a big win here tonight. He comes back from the loss at Battleground. Man. Neville with a good showing here tonight. Looks like his knee is fully recovered. No more tape on the left knee. So that's good news. Rusev, another loss in the column, but there was another good match here tonight. He has nothing to be ashamed of. Let's look at that Red Arrow. Pitch perfect. Or, you know, picture perfect. Not pitch perfect. That's obviously a singing movie. But picture perfect, textbook Red Arrow from Neville. Wait a minute! Chris Jericho. Oh, man. Kendo stick to the midsection, down to the back. So Chris Jericho, another backhanded assault. Unbelievable. And guys, do not miss next SmackDown as we crown a new #1 contender for the WWE Championship. That's going to be Randy Orton. One more match against the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, who will face Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. Find out on SmackDown. So guys, after the assault from Chris Jericho, Neville getting helped to the back. Ugh. Chris Jericho obviously not done. But nevertheless, we're getting started with our main event of the evening, the Ascension. Come down to the ring for some tag team action against the tag team champs, the Dudley Boyz. And if they win here tonight, they will face the Dudley Boyz at SummerSlam for those tag team championships. Little rematch from Payback. And of course, these two teams have history. The Ascension were tag team champions, but at Payback, the returning Dudley Boyz would take them off of the Ascension, and they've been on a path to reclaim those championships ever since. Excuse me. But here come the tag team champs. There they are. The most decorated tag team in wrestling history. They have, I think, more than probably 50. No, I'm just gonna guess, but more than probably, what is it? 16? Maybe 20 or something like that. Tag team titles in their careers. Might be like 23, 25. But nevertheless, the fact remains the same that they're the most decorated tag team in wrestling history. So here we go. The Ascension and the Dudley Boyz. And the Dudley Boyz, oh, Bubba Ray starting off strong. Literally with a military press slam. Of course, like I said, this was supposed to be a tag team title match, but Shane McMahon, you know, pulling a executive decision saying that the Ascension have to, you know, earn the shot, and the way to do that is to defeat the tag team champions themselves. So, I mean, what happens if, you know, the Dudley Boyz win here tonight? I mean, if they win here tonight, they'll be having no challengers at SummerSlam. So maybe it's a day off, but who wants a day off at SummerSlam? It's the biggest party of the summer. So who knows? But nevertheless, let's get back to this match. Big time slap right to the chest. And now Bubba Ray. Quick tag to Devon. And just a quick reminder, now that Devon is in the match, that New Legacy Inc., I'm sure some of you would know of the NL Boys. They on their Twitch channel they have a new subscribe button. So I'll put their channel in the description along with their YouTube. Subscribe to that as well if you haven't. They're such big boys. They're actually awesome, and they've helped me with some things in the past. So they're absolutely the greatest. So give them some love. Subscribe to them and subscribe and follow on Twitch, and that would be absolutely awesome. Show them some love. Let's get to this match. Devon and big time powerbomb to Connor. Connor in this match now, the big man of Ascension. And Devon just choking Connor here. Connor, I mean, big DDT now by Devon. Look at this, the tag team champions just manhandling their way through this match. The Ascension haven't been pretty, maybe like one punch here and there, but there it is. Finally getting back into this match. Big time elbow drop. And the Ascension, former tag team champs in our universe mode, can absolutely do it again. They have the tools. You gotta think of the people they won it from. You gotta look at the team there, RVD and Rey Mysterio. So we know they can defeat big names for those tag team championships. But when you face a team like the Dudley Boyz, the most probably well-coordinated, decorated tag team champions in history, in wrestling history, I don't know if you could do that. So if you were a betting man, I think your money would be on the Dudley Boyz. Here tonight, of course, but if they do face at SummerSlam, you gotta think the big time match under the big lights, under the big stage. You gotta think Dudley Boyz have much more experience. Look at this. Ooh, going for that neck breaker, but Victor right there to save his partner. Devon now going for the cover. I don't know why, but he did. Now look at this, just playing with Connor. I don't know how smart this is, but I mean, who am I to dispute the tag team antics of the Dudley Boyz? And now a big time Samoan drop by, of course, the big Samoan Bubba Ray Dudley. And now Connor gonna tag back out to Victor. Of course, they need to find something in this match. They're getting beaten down by the Dudley Boyz. They need to find something. They need to fix up, try to change their outlook on this match, and change their wrestling style, because it's not working. Now look at this, Bubba Ray, big time superplex. Victor now getting hit with that suplex as soon as he was tagged in. And now no. And I don't know. The more this match goes on, the more I think, never mind what I think. I was going to say, the more this match goes on, the more I think the Dudley Boyz are going to win this match. But, I mean, just something like that turns the tide so quickly. A shot to the midsection, a big knee sends Bubba Ray to the mat. Victor with a quick pin, not even a 2 count, barely a 1 count. But Victor now has Bubba Ray on the mat. He's going to go top rope. And he's going to go for a big time fist drop, and he connects. So that's exactly what he has to do. But Bubba Ray again, just like that. And look at this. The flexibility of Bubba Ray. Unbelievable. Unmatched. And now, alley-oop bomb from Bubba Ray Dudley, excuse me. Look at this. Bubba with the bionic elbow. Sends Victor to the mat. And we might be seeing the big time maneuver. Oh, yes we are. Here we go. The 3D. 3D. And that has to be it for the Ascension. The ref taking the long way. And that gives Connor enough time to break up the pin. So the Ascension is still in this match here tonight. Oh. But they're hanging on just by a thread. The Dudley Boyz have absolutely dismantled the tag team of the Ascension. And this big time STO from Victor. Now Victor, what's going to happen here? Look at this. Oh, Tiger Driver. Goes for the pin. 2. Oh, that was close. But Bubba Ray's there to break up the pin. But just like that, the Ascension now have the upper hand in this match. Forget what I'm saying. Devon with a sweep of the legs brings him to the middle of the ring. Go for the cover. 1, 2. But again, Victor kicks out at 2, and this match is not done. They know, Victor and Connor know, the Ascension know what this match means. They've been told multiple times they need to win this match to get a shot. And now, oh, shot right to the midsection. Victor with a cover. 1, 2, no. And now Victor taking the time to taunt, and now he tags in the big man. Tags in Connor. Connor now with a quick pin. I don't think this will work. 1. Yeah, just a 1 count. I think Devon kicked out anyway, but Bubba Ray was there for the save. Oh, Connor, jawbreaker. But Connor has both Dudleys reeling. And now, where is he going? Oh, look at this. Oh, here we go. Devon with the saving grace. The lifting reverse DDT. And that might be the prerequisite for we know what's coming. We know what's coming. The exclamation mark on this match. It's the 3D! Bam! The 3D. And that might be it. 1, 2, 3. And the Dudley Boyz get a win here tonight in the Ascension. Once again, their tag team title venture, tag team journey has ended, courtesy of the Dudley Boyz. There are your victors. Celebrating with the gold. And they're the absolute best tag team on Monday Night Raw. There is no question, no doubt about that. But guys, now that that main event is over, we have one last segment. Shawn Michaels will address the mystery attacker that attacked him last week and cost him the shot at the Intercontinental Championship. So here we go. Shawn Michaels coming down to the ring. Let's see what he has to say. I don't think it's anything great. I don't think it's anything friendly. So let's see what he has to say. So Shawn Michaels has invited that mystery attacker out here. And there he is. He's walking down to the ring right now. There is the mystery attacker. We have no idea who he is or what motive he has for attacking Shawn Michaels. I guess he'll have a say here right here. He's grabbing a mic. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, big time clothesline! What does this mean? What? Oh my! What? What? What in the fuck? That's AJ Styles! AJ Styles! A Styles Clash! To Shawn Michaels, he's here! In WWE, he is the mystery attacker! He is the one who's been targeting Shawn Michaels! This week has been unbelievable! Because it's in for Raw! I don't want to go, but I have to! I'll see you on NXT! Holy shit!